The first edition of the Geneva Watch Days and the first revolution at Ferdinand Berthoud, which chose to break the aesthetic codes of the original models. In a suite at the Hotel Beau Rivage on the lake shore, Karl-Friedrich Scheufele welcomed everyone to present his new Chronometer FB 2RE, whose lines pay homage to Ferdinand Berthoud's marine clock number 6.
La nouvelle collection, en fait, c'est avant toute chose une toute nouvelle montre Berthoud qui est caractérisée.
The new collection is above all a brand new Berthoud watch, which is characterized on the outside by a case which this time is round and which borrows all the characteristics of the original case somewhere, with the visibility of the movement through a window and, most importantly, a brand new movement which is absolutely exceptional. We're still using the basic idea of a rocket chain, but we've added an equalizer winder, which is unheard of. In fact, it's a double device which will further increase the precision, and that's a tough challenge that we took on.
C'est un pari que nous avons relevé qui n'est pas anodin.
So this is a very nice tribute to Ferdinand Berthoud, who, 250 years ago, was appointed watchmaker to the king. A mechanism older than the tourbillon, the equalizer winder, placed here just before the escapement, can be admired at the back of the watch. You can also see the rocket chain, which is flying, as well as the very large diameter spring balance, redesigned especially for this model, and so reinterprets the architecture and design of a masterful work by Berthoud. The design of the watch again takes on, practically line by line, the architecture of the marine clock number 6 by Ferdinand Berthoud. And the dial is also inspired by this marine clock, except that for the first time we succeeded in making a domed enamel dial, which is a real technological feat. Here it is a dial made of two components, with one low plate which holds the hour hand and an upper plate placed on the flat dial and which is curved and which holds the minute and second hands. Here we have a movement with 1,200 components, entirely decorated by hand, and then controlled to quality levels which are really very high, since we use magnifiers which magnify 6.7 times. There's very little equivalent in watchmaking with such a level of detail. But making a watch by Ferdinand Berthoud comes with a certain responsibility for the legacy he left. Unlike the FB1 model, the second's hand is not dressed in bronze, but in titanium, for a feather weight of 0.001 grams, which is very useful when you want to reduce energy consumption as much as possible. Available in two versions, the 44mm diameter and 14mm thick case is available either in white gold with a white dial or in pink gold with a black Grand Feu enamel dial. Each edition is limited to 10 pieces. As for the fans of Berthoud, they shouldn't worry. Karl-Friedrich Scheufele has no intention of throwing the historical codes of the house into oblivion.
La forme d'origine restera.
The original shape will always remain at the center of our attention, and next year there will certainly be more innovations with the traditional shape that I'm wearing on my wrist today.
Traditionnel que je porte d'ailleurs au poignet aujourd'hui.
Fans, take note.